If your baby cries for hours each day and you've been told that it's colic, this video is for you. I'm sure you're exhausted and you've tried everything that you could. You've tried the essential oils, the reflux medication, the gas medication, changing their formula, all sorts of things, but nothing seems to be working or helping. It's exhausting, it's frustrating, but my name is Dr. Steve Lako with Lako Family Chiropractic. I specialize in pediatrics and we see these cases all the time. Today, I want to help you really truly understand what colic actually means and to understand it. Also, why these medications and these treatments of the symptoms are not working or just working for the short term, and what may be going on in your baby's body that we can help with. When pediatricians use the word colic, they're using a simple medical definition. So colic is when a baby cries when it's otherwise deemed healthy, right? So it's in terms of three. So a baby that presents crying for 3 hours or more a day, for 3 days or more per week, and for 3 weeks or more equals a colic diagnosis. So, but it's not really a diagnosis or a disease or anything like that. It's more of an explanation of what's happening, but it doesn't really get us to the reason why that's happening. Pediatricians do an excellent job at what they're trained to do. So they're trained to find if anything is serious going on with the baby, such as like hernias, severe gastrointestinal issues, reflux, like major things. And when these things are ruled out, how they treat colic is they start switching to soothing techniques. Hold the baby this way when you feed them, burp the baby this way, hold them football style, make sure you do this soothing technique. And maybe that will help with some of the symptoms of colic, but we're definitely not looking at the root cause of what's going on with this very vague diagnosis and why the baby keeps continually crying. It's not because we're holding the baby incorrectly when we're burping them. So let's dive into what's going on with that. When we have a baby come into our office presenting with colic, diagnosed by a pediatrician, nothing is seeming to work. The parents are exhausted and frustrated and they just do not know what to do. Every single one of those babies, they all are stuck in stress mode. If you've seen any of my other videos, there's two different modes, a protection mode, stress mode, or a growth mode, right? Growth mode is where we want to be within our nervous system. Growth mode is when we're resting, sleeping, eating well, digesting well, developing well, connecting well, we're doing great. Protection mode is when we're in that fight or flight nervous system. It is just stuck on, and the baby's regulatory system is just not able to regulate itself. The other caveat is a baby cannot be stuck in both modes at the same time. So they're either in growth mode, which we want them to be, or they're in protective mode. And when these babies come in protective mode, they have all sorts of different kinds of symptoms. They usually present with anything, again, fight or flight. So their heart rate is elevated, their breathing's more rapid, their digestion slows down, creating more gas in their system, creating constipation, creating pain when they try to go to the bathroom, creating some reflux, creating some colic issues, right? The list just goes on and on. We want them to convert and get their nervous system settled, regulated, so that they can convert into that growth phase, so that they can regulate themselves and have their nervous system working properly. When we're talking about colic, we're usually talking about very, very little babies. And the way that they grow and their nervous system grows is from the bottom up and the back forward. So their spinal cord to their brainstem, cerebellum to the frontal lobes. And when we have tension or pressure or stress that's sticking them into a certain point, growth beyond that point does not happen normally, does not happen really well in that growth phase. So that's where we're looking, is at these different tension points, these different stress points throughout their growth to see what is the root cause to the issues that they're coming in with. And that's the key to it, right? Is to do a very thorough history to see where their stress began, because the stress doesn't just turn off on its own. It usually just grows and grows and grows and becomes something else as the baby grows up. So while medications, changing formulas, soothing techniques may help in the short term of those symptoms, They can't release the stress that your baby's going through, making them stuck in that protection mode. In our office, we start by understanding the full picture. We go through pregnancy, birth, we go through feeding. What does the baby's patterns look like at home? Then we evaluate. We evaluate the nervous system to see if it's functioning. We look and see if there's certain areas of tension. Is the nervous system struggling in the area of the spine, in the neck, in the mid-thoracic cage? Anywhere that there's tension, we are looking into to release that tension and allow the body to start working properly and regulate properly. When we find these areas of tension in the nervous system, we administer gentle, specific, safe techniques to adjust it. So the adjustment's about the same pressure as checking a tomato for ripeness. And after we adjust, it releases that tension. When we release that tension, we are taking, over time, your baby from that protection mode, re-educating the nervous system and the brain into growth mode. And it is a beautiful, amazing thing to see. When that happens, parents often see these amazing changes. They see their baby starting to be happy again, to see them sleeping at night, not only at night, but during the day when they're supposed to be napping. They see them digesting better. They see them going to the bathroom better. They see just a happy baby. And it's not so much that we treated the colic, right? We've actually helped the body to regulate itself to help heal and work properly. If you've been told that your baby has colic, you are not alone. We hear this all the time. Every day, new patients are coming in with this complaint, that they've tried everything that the pediatrician said, they tried everything their mom's group said, everything that they can find online, and nothing is working. That is where we come in. Remember what colic actually means. It's saying that something on a deeper level is going on with your baby and your baby can't regulate and calm itself down. So that's where a specific pediatric chiropractor can do an evaluation to see exactly what that root cause is, explain it in clear detail to the parents, and get on a good game plan of how to correct that. So call us at Lako Family Chiropractic, 770-626-0706. Sign up for a free consultation. We'll talk about what the evaluation looks like. We'll talk about the technology that we have to read the baby's nervous system, to show you exactly where these interferences and tensions are, and then tell you and explain what we can do to help your baby. Look forward to seeing you guys. Take care.